Would you like a take profit strategy? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you one way you can literally start setting your take profits to maximize your profit potential. So let's get started. Hey folks, traders, this is Kim here from Vintageducation.com, and in today's video we're going to be talking about your take profit strategy, and we're going to talk about one quick tip, one quick strategy you can use going forward right now to set your take profits in a particular way where all of the hard work is done for you, and literally you just have to literally look at the chart and say, okay, you know what, this is exactly where I'm going to put my take profit. So let's get into it. All right. So as you can see on the chart, this is actually a chart moving in real time, obviously, as you can see, and this is actually something I'm considering taking a trade on. Now, I've been considering taking a sell position on this particular trade, and obviously I recorded a video about where to put a stop loss. I'll post it up in the cards, okay, for you to watch, which is going to actually go hand in hand with this particular video. Because obviously if you're going to get a take profit strategy, it's obviously important, in my opinion, to have a stop loss strategy as well. So make sure you look at the video in the cards after this video, so you not only know where to put your take profit, but you know where to put your stop loss as well. All right, so I'm not going to get into stop loss in this particular video because I've covered that in another video. Just obviously make sure you actually watch it to get all the detail. But if I was going to take this trade, okay, if everything pans out the way I want it to, where would I take a look for a take profit? Well, first and foremost, you have to think about the entry. But until you get into the entry, you have to obviously do some sort of analysis to kind of gauge. So I'm going to just put the black line on, okay, here, just as a kind of potential area where I'd like to get a sell position. If I can get a sell position in this particular region, I'll be more than happy. Okay, so now that I know that stop loss is obviously going to be at some point up here, and that's pretty much the most I'm going to say in regards to stop loss in this video. Obviously, like I said, make sure you watch that video. Okay, but since we know that, okay, I'm not looking to put a stop loss on of more than 20 pips. Okay, so the way I trade the Forex markets, I want to get at least 3 times what I'm risking. So if I'm risking 20 pips, I want to make at least 60 pips, if not more. So immediately, what you could do is, okay, just do the numbers. You put the crosshair on and say, okay, where's 60 pips? 60 pips would be about here. Now, this is the thing I want to talk about, actually lines up with what I just did, okay? And you'll find out when you start getting closer to Forex success, and you get more and more success for those of you on the journey and getting closer and closer, and actually there, you realize that so many of these principles that make sense just line up, okay? Because what I'm going to teach you to do for easy take profit strategy in today's video is this, okay? When you're looking for a take profit, in this example, obviously the market is potentially moving down, so I'm going to talk about lower targets. One thing you can do is just literally just say, okay, look, where has the market pushed up from before? And if that's the place I've identified as the market pushing up from before, then I'm obviously going to put my take profit just a bit above that particular region. Let me show you what I mean on the charts, okay? So as you look here, let's say I can get a sell from the black line, okay? I'm going to say, well, where's price moved up from before? Well, the immediate uptick is right here, okay? So I'm going to say, if I can get a trade on and then obviously get a target in this particular region here for my take profits, then obviously I'll be more than happy. And as you saw when I did the crosshair to just show the kind of numbers, okay, it wasn't the most accurate necessarily, because I'd probably get a better stop loss than 20 pips, but 60 pips was in this particular region right here. So not only does just what I've kind of talked about at the beginning make sense, but obviously you can just see it lines up, okay? So if I get a trade on here, this is the most immediate area where price has actually gone against what I'm trying to do in recent hours, okay? Just a couple of hours ago, as you can see, this is a 15-minute chart, as you see on screen, okay? So if I can get a target on here, this would be an easy first place for you to say, okay, you know what, this is where price moved up from before. This obviously where I could put a take profit. Now, one piece of advice I'll give you with this is, because obviously if you're listening to me, I'm going to preach and preach and preach to you about risk to reward. Because if this area, if I was going to basically trade this and try and go for this target that I've highlighted here, if that area wasn't within 3 to 1 at least, then I wouldn't take the trade. And that would move me on to, okay, now where's the next place, okay, which is just kind of self-explanatory, it's simple, okay? So I'd say, okay, you know what, this is the next area down. And I'd say, okay, if I'm not going to go for this target, I'd put my target in this particular region here, okay? So going based on the black line, this would be about Okay, that's about 63 pips. Okay, just a bit. It's about 50 pips here. It's about 60 pips down here. Okay, so I'd say, okay, 50 pips or 60 pips. And if it was going to go for the 50 pips, then I'd need to have that stop loss inside 15 pips. It's that simple. If I can get a 15 pip stop loss from here and have 60 pip target, then automatically about 4 to 1. Now, all of this is all contingent, okay, because the last area you'd probably say is literally down here, if not here, okay. But all of this is going to be contingent on whether or not you believe that the market can actually get there. Let's just do this, okay. And I was actually going to say, let's do it in between this area and this area, and obviously this is, you can see, another area where price is pushed up. Now we put the crosshair on just quickly, just for number references again. Down here would be 100 and 105 pips. Let's run down to 100 pips, okay, just to make it even. So this is a potential trade where the targets I'm looking at are 50 pips, 60 pips, or 100 pips, okay. And I'm more than confident looking at this euro yen that price could get to any of these targets. So what does that tell you? Well, you make the most educated decision for your particular trading. Maybe if you're kind of new to profits, then you're going to say, okay, no, I'll just try and go for the 50 pips. Me, I'm a bit more advanced at this. I might say, okay, you know what, I'll go for the 400, or I might go for 60, or I might go for 80 or 70, whatever. But I'm going to make these decisions and say, okay, this is a target. This is a simple take profit strategy, Forex take profit strategy that you can use, which doesn't even take much effort. It's really just, okay, where did the market move up or move down from before? Okay, let me highlight this area. Does it link up with the risk to reward that I'm looking to trade? If not, I'll move on to the next one. If I move to the second one, does it line up with my risk to reward? Yes. Okay, so the second question is going to be, do I believe that the market can get from where it is, where I'm trying to enter, to where it is? If the answer is yes, with much confidence, then you've got a trade. If it's it might, then maybe you might have a trade, maybe not. Maybe you have to go to the next one and say, okay, will price get to this particular area down here? If the answer is yes, unequivocally, and it meets your risk reward protocols and all that kind of stuff, then you've got a trade. It's just that simple. So in this quick video, that was a quick video you can literally use to identify a quick strategy anyone can use, even if it's a beginner that can start using a quick, easy take profit strategy that you can use to start highlighting key areas and key targets which will actually increase your profits. Okay, now obviously if you want to learn how to increase profits, I want to give you 5 different Forex profit boosters in that video. And on top of that, if you want to learn more about how I kind of make the profits I make, head on over to freeforexworkshop.com, as you can see on screen, or click the first link in the description box after you subscribe and hit the bell notification, so you can actually attend the free Forex workshop with me, and you can learn exactly what I'm doing to trade the Forex markets the way I've kind of just showed you, but in a bit more detail and a bit more advanced, obviously. So all the best with your Forex trading. Thanks and take care. Don't forget to subscribe, and obviously click the first link in the description box to attend the free Forex workshop. Thanks and take care.